Hi, I'm Marcel Pierre, and welcome to Marcel's Lounge. As you can see, I'm by myself today. No worries, I'm still cute. Uh, with me, I have my wonderful mother. Say hi, Mom.
Hey.
And then I have my best friend from like way back when, Ciara.
Hi, hey, hey.
Today's topic is hair color and textures in the workplace. This has been an ongoing thing. I kind of picked up on it 2015, 2016. Um, there's a lot of prejudice of people of color wearing their natural hair textures, like the bantu knots, crochets, protective hairstyles, things of that nature, or also just wearing colors when our counterparts wear these wild colors in the workplace and get no repercussions. So, yeah, tell me
Yeah,
kind of like how your experience has been because you wear these really wild colors and they're
I
like
do.
looking amazing.
A lot of times, a lot of the jobs I work at is actually really willing for us to wear hair color because majority of the time they only get upset if the customers react to a bad way about it. If the customers start acting to a like weird way where they're like, oh, I don't want to shop here because these people are, out of, control with the hair color or the way they dress. But if we actually get positive feedback, then they kind of like fall back on the situation. Because most jobs I've been at, they don't really care how you wear your hair as long as you do your job.
Mm.
But I do know there's like situations where I went through like work camp and stuff, and they'll be like, "Ladies, if you're black, you can't have your hair curly. You'll have to have it straight. You can't wear hair color." Yeah, it has been like moments where it's just like, "Oh, okay."
How do you just come out and say that to someone so openly and
Yeah,
freely?
Right.
and this is like when we were like in high school, they were doing that in work camp, where it's just like, and it was coming from black people telling us like, yeah, y'all can't do that, they won't hire you. And I'm like, that's not really good.
I think it's
That's that.
overrated.
That's that mental thing. It's so ingrained in previous generations that they
Absolutely.
comes directly to us. Now, Mom, you're a hairstylist. You do my hair on the regular.
Ah,
So what do you think about people saying that we can't wear our natural or protective hairstyles in the workplace?
well, I disagree on it. That is like that would make me not even want to work for the company. My thing is, don't focus on my hair as long as it's not as loud. Focus on my ability. That's just judging me before you really know me.
Yeah.
Also, when she said that they told her in a like a, I want to say job corps or something like that.
Yeah.
I went through different trainings, through of course workforce and other little different things. And he trained us also coming out of high school. I forgot the program it was. It's been 20 years. Um, the thing that they harped on with us, the colors, yes. Do we back then colors was just not acceptable. A lot of people judge you. So looking at high color blue, um, just say coming in the bank, it's not professional.
Yeah.
Um, I don't agree when they tell us that we're not supposed to. I was told we're not supposed to wear braids and stuff like that on interviews. I wasn't told like outright, well, you can't work here with them braids in your head. But as being trained in interviews, you're supposed to wear your hair, if it's straight, put it up.
Hmm.
Um, Curly, not too fluffy. I mean, it's just ridiculous because these other minorities can come in with all this hairspray looking like Powerpuff Girl and they good to go, but then we're judged. And I think it's sad, but this day and age now, they don't care what color you wear in certain places.
Right.
Um, as for us to say professional, because we already got like a hot on us, just being the color we are, we can't bring attention to ourselves. But I feel like if it's a color, shouldn't matter if it's one solid color, just not as bright, and your hair is combed and professionally done. I don't care if it's curly, kinky, but look, if you look at our hair kinky in them colors, it looks nappy and can be horrible. But if you can maintain it and make it do what it do, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But when it comes to wearing
Absolutely.
rainbow colors, And I'm not trying to judge, but I don't think it's professional for me to walk in, and I don't even, well, I'd say anybody. I don't think you should have one side purple, one side orange. And I'm looking like, I mean, me, I like color. I'm like, that's freaky, but I don't think it was be professional in a bank. In certain environments, I don't think it's professional.
I do
Like if you're
agree.
working in
I
So
agree.
you
Hot
have to
Topic,
be aware of the environment.
right? Like if you're
Yes.
working in Hot Topic, you fit in.
Exactly. Yeah.
I honestly agree because when I started my second job, it was like my first real big boy job. I'm not gonna say
I remember that.
they screwed me over. Um, you get no promo here. Um, I had got hired and my hair was, I had my hair in high school, redhead,
Yeah.
ever,
Being red haired. It was
beaming
a
red
nice
hair, and I
cherry.
had it since I was in the 7th grade.
It was just the tip. So you gotta explain that too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like your whole head. It was just the tip of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a very, and I went to the interview. It was the same color. I had my curls in. Everything was. First of all, I was really cute for this interview.
I need to stop.
I can't. That was the best outfit I ever put together.
Under control.
I went to the interview and everything went well. And she was like, I think we're gonna go ahead and bring you on board. I was like, cool. So I waited 3 days and I got another phone call because at that time I was also working my first job. And it was like, we do want to bring you on board, but you would have to change your hair color. And I'm
Due
like,
to that company, not her.
due to the company rules. And I'm like, well, first of all, the motto is live life color. That is the motto of the store. Live life.
Right.
This little red ain't gonna hurt you. And
Yeah,
then
that's true.
what really irked me is that the other manager had told the one manager that when she offered me the job when I had first walked into the store, my hair wasn't red. I was like, well, I know for a fact that my hair was red because it's been
Right. It's never
consecutive color
consistently.
for
It
years.
wasn't like I was just gonna change it and
Exactly. I just think with a company with that motto, that really could not have been that big of a deal. Eventually they just be like, well, since you did have it all this time, you can just keep it.
Can I ask you a question? Was the first manager that saw you, was she African American
Yes.
or another race?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one had a problem? Because I think the African American, she interviewed you, right?
Actually, we're both African American.
Okay, so while I'm trying to figure out why would the other one have a problem, because I like appreciate her to this day, because you know what she said? She was like, forget it, just start.
Exactly.
And it was like she told me herself, I love his personality, I love how he is. And none of the customers was complaining about it. They actually gave him so many freaking compliments. And if you go on they closed now, but when we did go before they closed, they had this one other race. Hair was just freaky wild, and she had to tell him to tame it down a little bit, but she never told him you can't wear that color. But when she stopped working there, they let him come in, and
Do whatever.
He was just too much. And I don't care about your sexuality, your race, or nothing like that. But when you're too much, you're over here, and then your hair is just no. And I was looking at his personality, him jumping all over the place. Right. I need you to stay here with me if you're going to be personal with me. Not, I think you should wear this. And then my thing is, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Right. That way I got my option to say, I don't want to work here. You judging me for something that I know I'm capable of doing and can shine at it. Or because of hair, that's not right. That kind of does something to your emotional state too.
Yeah, mentality.
To this day, that's like my favorite job.
Yeah. And it make you feel like you're not good enough, just, second guessing yourself when you are, and your hair doesn't make you. It doesn't.
Yeah. Even if you way of expression.
Yeah. Even if you go like your hair color, it's curled, it's nicely done. It's not nappy sitting all over my hair. But you would get people who take their hair that's corn silky and nap it up and give them a job. And they can go on the interview with all kind of color yarn in their head. and get hired.
And then that's another thing.
I can't go with braids that's nicely put up like this, a bun, and I can't get in. Oh, okay. I don't want to work for the company.
They love our culture, but they don't like the people in it.
I get you.
The type of job doing everything, so because even though we behind closed doors, you still have big bosses that's coming in. Even though we putting parts together, you still represent yourself because you never know if that boss come in and be like, you know what, I got another job opening. I need somebody. Oh wait, I like her. Then they just start going off what they like because first impression is always last impression.
Yeah, what you about to say?
Yeah, I'm about to say I actually am happy that at most jobs I did work at, they were really welcome about hair color and stuff. Because one of my first jobs at the photography place I worked at, when I did their interview and I had purple in my hair because I had to tone down the color, and I just knew for sure that my bosses was gonna see me and be like, "Nah, you're gonna have to go home." Because it was like it was professional because it was almost like this, but it was just such a vibrant purple and him being a different race. So it was like, yeah, and he was up there in age, so I kind of assumed in his ways he is not about to go for this. But he was so welcome, and then it was like him seeing all the other people where they had different hair textures and stuff. It was nice being in an environment like that. So I'm happy that I got to be a part of companies that did stuff like this, but not every company is going to be like that. You're going to have the ones that's just going to be like right there, no. Especially it kills me when they do that at certain companies like grocery stores or something, and it's like, y'all don't really need to be that professional.
It's a grocery store.
Yeah, like if you're like doing anything at any like type of just clearance stores or nothing, it's like I don't understand the difference between like why is it like so bad of a like I understand dress code, but when it's like hair, as long as it's tamed and stuff, it should be fine.
I agree.
Like, they're just running registers, bagging stuff. It's not that big of a deal. No one's gonna come in there and be like, "Nah, you can't bag my stuff because you got green hair."
If anything, they don't want to come in your store for them bad attitudes. They don't it's a whole different generation in time now. And with your photography for background, the boss probably looking at your skills. Your hair is not. It's not. They're looking at it different now. Before it was like gang ho, no color, ban this. So they getting a little lenient with it. But my thing is, I agree with the color, long as it's tamed.
Yeah,
one solid color. We ain't got to do the rainbow, but like I said, different stores, it's good for you if you like a rainbow. My thing is, when you're looking for your job, since it's out here with this stereotype, don't set yourself up. Don't go to the bank with that hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I was always told get the job first, then you switch it up.
Yeah.
Let me get my foot in the door, then I'll do what I gotta do.
Black hair. And then as soon as I get in, I see how it is.
Right. But then when they start messing with you, since you've been there for years, then it's like you gotta check yourself. Do I really want to stay here and not be myself? Or find something that's for me and I'm happy? Or do I want to go in here and like do what these people tell me to do? And it also depends on your stability with like your money and your finances and stuff. If you really need that job, you'll change.
You gotta learn to compromise.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt with my last job. Well, the last job that I had before I quit. It was just a lot of racial tension, but you can feel it. But it was like really unspoken. Everybody's kind of walking on pins and needles around me. Every time I come with a new hairstyle, they'll just be like, "Oh, that's different," or "Oh, look at you."
I get you.
Yeah, I was like,
if it wasn't that, it was aiming at some other stuff. I don't like that. Don't feel comfortable in your space too. I don't want to be antagonized every time I come in the door. So no, I would have left too.
And then I was only getting about 4 to 5 hours a week anyhow, as a man.
Yeah, that was the other thing. You think I care what you feel? So that probably made you be like, you know what, I'm gonna turn it up.
Exactly. Like, I really was not feeling them at all. And I am a very petty person. I can say that.
Yeah.
And I was overboard.
Yeah.
But they didn't accept to me though.
I'm surprised you ain't going there with platinum hair.
You know, I
I have at my job.
Because you know what? They couldn't fire you for that. They would have to look for something else because you could sue them. So they didn't want that big thing on their store since they was a sort of kind of high name brand store, which nobody really go on. Like Black Friday, I walk right by it. That's probably why the hours were so low for you. But other than that, I just say I had some jobs where I didn't like being there, and it wasn't too much because of how my hair was, but it's already stress in the world. You don't want to be in a job right now that's more stressful, and that'll kill you. What you gonna trip on me on some color, or you gonna acknowledge that I do a good job? That's what's represented. I mean, you can have, like you said, that purple color hair. Even if you wore it in a bun, it's neatly done. It's just a color. And then if you got a problem with color, I don't want my coworker standing next to me with that color and it's all gang ho to go. I'm gonna say something. That's just me. I got too much mouth. So yeah, I would have laughed or they would have fired me because I'm gonna be like, well, until she tone her hair color down, then I'll tone mine down.
That's another thing, because I have literally been in situations where my white counterpart would have, like, first of all, that's another thing, not a natural blonde. Get your hair.
Oh, yeah, they not natural blonde.
You're definitely a
ginger.
I can see your roots, honey.
I can see your roots, honey. They're showing.
Your eyebrows, too.
And say if I wanted to go blonde, oh, that's not a natural hair color.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that.
Oh, Marcel, we should be used to that. We had that all through high school.
All through high school.
Mr. Petway calling me. He needs to turn it down, Mom. I said, for what?
And I continuously kept my hair that color.
They hate it because I wore red too.
But this is my thing. Was it stopping you from learning?
Not at all.
Okay? Was it causing you to fight another student?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, to the point where, they weren't coming up just busting you in your head because your hair was that color.
No, everybody actually wanted to do colors.
Right. Yeah. And this other thing, did they fail school? Did your classmates fail school because your hair was red? Oh, because they were doing other things.
Graduation. You gonna let that slide?
We're gonna let that go.
My point saying. So I told him basically he can kiss your butt. You gonna wear it. And then y'all turned it up for prom too, yeah.
Oh, we went all out for prom. He made me wear the hat on the senior.
Yes. That irritated my soul. I'm like, we're not gonna graduate.
He made me
they gotta tell him wear a hat. And I think you ain't
tell me though. See, he be trying to keep his little lion in a cage. Cause I would be like, after that I did it, he gonna walk it.
Literally, he called me into the office right before he went to the picnic. He was like, what
are we doing? But a
picnic.
And I was like, you said that we have up to a week before prom to do our hair the way that we're gonna do it.
Did you wear that hat?
I had to because he was threatening.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna let you. Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna go to prom.
Why you didn't say anything to me?
Because it was a hat. I wasn't making that big of a deal out of the hat.
But you know what? I get it. But see, y'all were younger then. I bet you right now, if he told you to put that hat on with your attitude, you'll be like, for what?
No, because my attitude has progressively gotten worse.
I know. That's why I said, now that you're older and you're not intimidated by an adult, that's when whoever watches your show, even if you might get people that was your age at the time that happened to you. Don't stand for that to a certain degree. I'm not telling you to be disrespectful, but get your parent involved because your parent got your back. Because I could have said something to him and talk about how his hair look like a milk dud and it shines so bright. That sun gonna keep me from eating my food. I bet you he wouldn't have said nothing. He doesn't
see this episode.
He had no hair. And he probably lost his hair when he was younger. I would have told them all. They knew me when I walked through there, so it wasn't even one of them, they almost got, detention because I was told I wasn't in class. I said, I graduated 20 years ago. I ain't got to go to class. What the hell? But I'm just saying, I would have found something on him to be judgmental. Since you want to judge me over a picnic or some hair.
His legit words was, I've never met anybody so rebellious.
I never understood why our school was like this because we were a performing arts school.
Because we were
I
connected
think
to
like
Pastor Winans.
yeah,
No,
but
let me
if
tell
we
you
would
about that. Look at their school now. It
It's
was
close.
just BS.
fallen,
Because they let some of everybody in that school. I remember a time when that school used to be where it had, you know, you couldn't wear color. They had to do
Had to
background
audition.
checks before you get in.
Yeah, I
and
had
they
to go
did,
to
what was
that.
that, tuition? Did they
No,
just
we
start
didn't
letting
have
everybody
tuition.
in?
I'm about
Everybody
to
in.
say, it was like right around because I had to do like this summer camp thing before we went into school for the test
Really?
prep, and and they did it was like about 6 or 8 of us. We had to do it. Then all of a sudden they was just like, okay, we're gonna open it up to the public, and I was like, I did all that for nothing.
That's so bad. But you know what? Since you opened it up to the public, you should be opening up to any hair type, color. If
Yeah.
whatever we wore in public school, hair colors. We wasn't discriminated in no high school, middle school, public schools. That's why I said they just that dainty, nice, nasty. Oh, we're gonna do it this way. Oh, we're gonna do it. You got to be on one track. You do in public, I can wear my hair how I want to. My hair don't define my character.
Yeah, I really didn't understand. I was like, a lot of us who wanted to wear hair color, if we would have got it out of our systems then, when we graduated, we probably wouldn't have went so hair crazy because I know as soon as I graduated, I had about 10 colors in my head at one time.
Have you seen my hairstyles? They've been going through
Yes.
cycle.
You should have started the pat waist like, see me now.
Oh, I already had so many other things that they had to keep stopping me on. So I had bells all on my arm. If it's a holiday, everything. Bells on my
Ciara had jewelry for every occasion.
Every occasion.
Day, always.
I would wear the earrings, the
But
crown,
you know
all
what?
of it.
That didn't define her character. She's still a sweet person. She still can get the job done. And a lot of times that brings so much joy if people will let people be themselves to a certain degree in their workplace. The customers love that. You don't know walking in the door and the person having a bad day, and I walked up and seen that blue hair, I'm like, girl, you wearing that color. I like it. You know, it doesn't mean that my store not gonna make money because she in here like that.
I brought so many people day up the way I dress up, especially for work. They should have gave me restrictions because we didn't have any. I went all out.
Tell them I want 20% for bringing in more clients.
People would come in and see me. It was like, we used to have this joke where it was like, I heard Chick-fil-A got the best service, and I was like, I don't know how because I'm not there.
Right, I like that.
Yeah, I will dress up for every holiday, hair color everywhere, and then people.
They don't need to focus on it now. I mean, like I said, but it depends on what type of job. I mean, you don't want your lawyer walking in with your hair like that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
But, you do. But since it's so stipulated, you gotta still respect.
I get that
Especially
part,
just
but
like
when
if
you want a lawyer,
like I said, you choose your job. You gotta follow. It's a uniform. You gotta respect the company. If they don't want your hair all on multicolors, then you shouldn't. But on the flip side, Mark said, while you shaking your head, the other minorities that roots are black and their hair is blonde, they should be told the same thing.
Exactly.
But if you got a color and it's darker, and you African American, like the darker reds and not that ghetto hood plum. I'm talking about like burgundy. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody in the hood had that plum, that jazzy plum.
Oh, that one street.
And look ratchet as ever. And listen, and then you go next door, Barbara got it. Go down the street, Shaquita got it, and Ron got it down there on the other corner. That's the hood. But I'm just saying, like the nice, like the you know what I'm saying, like the burgundy colors.
Mm-hmm.
Those solid colors shouldn't be nothing wrong with a black person wearing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking about them high colors, like you with Ciara, that blue. It's not professional. And what I mean by that is because you got the racist individuals in the courtroom, and they're gonna judge you by hair color.
Yeah.
How you carry yourself. So you want to do right by your client to get them off, not get them put in jail, and you don't come in like that. But it can also make a statement though. it can turn people differently to be like, you know what, oh, he bold to do that, or she bold to do that. She must be interesting. Let's see how this goes. So it can go both ways. It can go both ways.
But you know, with this, it's real sketchy on which way it'll go.
Yeah.
They might hold you in contempt of court. And I ain't coming to get you.
Wow.
She said, I'm gonna have to just stay there.
Wow. I don't know
I
what to
see
tell
you
you,
in the
Sally.
courtroom as a lawyer with that color hair. I'm gonna be sitting on front row seat, like, what are you gonna say? Let's see what the judge do. No, just wait.
Okay.
I got your back. After I laugh.
That's not nice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This part of the show I do is called Final Thoughts. So we'll start with Ciara. What are your final thoughts on the topic?
Well, my final thoughts is, express yourself the way you want and stuff, but in the workplace, you do have to take consideration that you are at the workplace. This is your job, especially if you need this money. You shouldn't be, trying to fight all the times for, all this stuff that you want, because it's like, sometimes it's like a give and take situation. It's like, if you could talk to them, negotiate, compromise, it's like they said, if you would be like, okay, get this one little streak in your head, that will probably be best. And it'd be like, all right, that's good. At least you could get some color in. It's a give and take thing, but you just can't always have everything, but you should still be able to express yourself without having, too many people say, oh, this person can't do this person can't do that. It's like, if you're not happy there, like your mom said, find a different job. It's like, there's only so many limits that you could take before somebody's just like, all right, this isn't for me. But yeah, that's it.
All right, Mom, what's your final thoughts?
I agree with her, but I always stand by, do a little bit of investigation what type of job you want to go into. It is what it is. We can't make a statement. I mean, you could do baby steps and put in like a little streak of color, see how they act. At least you got some color. But if it's a big deal and you really need that job, tone it down. If not, find another job, because there are jobs out here that let you be you. But just be respectful with it. That's all I got to say on it. Just be respectful. And if it's not for African American attire, how you want to wear your hair, like I said, there's other places you can go.
Well, my final thoughts. I agree with everyone. Find a job that suits you. But I also say don't compromise who you are as an individual. Still show your personality. If they don't allow you to do the wild colors, the wild styles, find different alternatives. Or just find another job. I do.
In other words, I gotta go.
Love, you better put emphasis on that, because you got some people like, he right, I'm gonna get another job. Boo, ain't your rent due next week? No.
Yeah.
It's definitely due next week. Don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Be logical about
at
it.
the right time.
Like, you can have that mentality to quit, but get the other job first, then quit.
Absolutely.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You guys are amazeballs.
Thank you for having
Bye.
Love you, honey.
me. See you.